right? Chu Huang Lam. And oh, like the examiner, can you repeat that? Can you, like, it can be difficult for them, and you're clearing up any ambiguity, any uncertainty. So excellent, Lam. Nailed it. Bak Zuang Nguyen, what's your full name?
My full name is Nguyễn Bạch Dương. You can call me Bạch Dương.
Bạch Dương, it is. Excellent. And BUროგორI HỌC Nguyen.
Hello.
Hello. What's your full name?
My full name is BUროგორI HỌC. It's very long name.
Okay, good. And what can I call you?
You can call me, Vietnamese name is Nguyen, or maybe in English name, you can call me Tom.
Tom, there it is, right? My Vietnamese, you can call me Nguyen, but I have an English name and you can call me Tom. Yeah. Wonderful. There it is. And let's begin. Today I have a few slides. I'm going to be focusing in on part two, but then we're going to go over a topic, birthday topic. I still haven't done this with you guys, and I wanted to. And from there, we'll do a full test. So we're going to have some vocabulary, as well as part 1 questions, part 2 questions, and part 3 questions. I do want to give you a bit of a summary for part 2. For you guys, what are the challenges, or maybe there are no challenges when it comes to part 2? What is some of your approach? What do you know about part 2 of the IELTS exam? Anyone? Right, there it is. IELTS speaking practice. There it is. Okay. Spin. Okay. Swot nice spin. No, I like it. I like it. Let's go there. Spin. So, let me try to get your first name. Oh, Nguyen, your name's still here. Can you see this? Yeah. So, okay, then we have, I'm not gonna add the monitors unless they want to play, of course. They're certainly welcome to. But okay, so we had, was it BUČI Nguyen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's you. Sorry, that's you, Nguyen. Okay, Tom. I'm gonna put Tom too. And there was a girl. Who was the girl? What was her name again? Was it Bak Zuang Nguyen? What should I write you down as? Okay, Lam. I definitely remember Lam. And Huang. I didn't hear from Huang, but I know he's there, right, Huang? And Zuong, Big Zuong. I think so, right? Can I do this? Oh, Hiep. Sorry, Hiep. Okay, that is it. Yeah, I didn't hear from you. And the order of the names is your Hiep is first, and then it's Vu, and then it's Huang, right? So I think I can't open my mic. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here, and if you can type answers for me and listen, and right, I still want to hear from you. So that's just fine. Okay, I'm gonna put you down as here. Thank you there, and All right, there. Let's go to this. All right, of course, the cue card. 1 minute preparation, 2 minutes of speaking. Now, I've heard some of you already speak for 2 minutes, and you do quite well. Now, I hope I can utilize this time so you can organize your thoughts to optimize your score. Let's look at this first question. Talk about a piece of art you like. Art. Maybe you guys don't know anything about art. Maybe this question is, whoa, what? Art? What is art? Immediately, what comes to your mind when you think of piece of art you like? Is it a painting? Is it a song? Because I think something with art can be quite flexible. When you first saw it, when you first heard it, explain why you like it. Art. Well, before we do that, let's move forward a little bit. Tell 3 stories. Right? Again, the PPF. Does anybody know PPF? What could possibly PPF mean? I like this approach because it's you're flexing your English ability. The PPF. Well, simply past, present, future. Where do I want to show you? Because remember, it's not about answering the question. That's not what you're being scored on. Whether you answered a question right or wrong, you are being scored on this. I will always repeat this in all of my classes. Fluency and coherence. We were talking about this, I think on Monday. Fluency and coherence. What is that again? Fluency and coherence. Ooh, it's big. I like it. Can you speak smoothly? Coherence? Can I understand what you're saying? This one here. Lexical. Resource. Oh my goodness. Has anybody heard these words before? In the IELTS, they like to, it's all a show. You're putting on a show. People don't actually talk like this in real life when you're just having a normal conversation with the individual. You must dress it up. You're giving a show to your examiner. So what is lexical resource? Does anybody know? Lam, what is lexical resource?
I think it's about the vocabulary that you use in your speaking test.
Definitely. Absolutely is. It is the a very fancy way to say vocabulary. So that's okay. So what words are you using to make your answers there? Another one, your grammatical range and accuracy. Range is, can you go back and forth with how you're speaking? And is it accurate? Are you using grammar correctly? And I think for many Vietnamese students, the grammar is pretty good on paper, but sometimes it's easy to forget the S's. I think a common one when listening to speakers, plurals. Plurals can really get you, right? Apples, right? You got to put those S's there. Finally, pronunciation. Do you guys remember, maybe you know Harry Potter? Have you seen the first Harry Potter movie when they were small? Who's the girl character in Harry Potter? Harry's like best friend. What was her name again? Who was Harry Potter's friend that was a girl and she was really smart? Does anybody know? No Harry Potter fans? I remember her, but I can't remember her name. All right, thanks. It's Hermione Granger. There was one part in the movie I will always remember, and I give it as an example to my students. She's trying to teach her friend how to do a spell, and she says, it's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa. Limgavian Leviosa. Notice how she is moving her lips. Oh yeah, hey, you got it. Yes, thank you. I didn't even see that there. Excellent. Notice how she's moving her lips. Some students, they try to talk like this, and they don't move their lips. They don't move their mouth. It is an exercise to overextend your lips and your tongue to give you the crispest and the most definite pronunciation. So even when you're talking today, I want to see your lips moving. If you can't put on a video, that's just fine. I still want to hear your lips moving. All right? So there. That's how you're getting scored on your speaking test. Let's go back to the question. Talk about a piece of art you like. This is going back. Speaking questions are not like writing. And being a little tangential is fine. Tangential meaning you can change it. You can add something into your story. The candidates are marked completely according to the descriptors. The public version is basically just a paraphrasing of the ones examiners use. Have you guys seen descriptors? If you haven't, we should look them up. IELTS descriptors. Again, speaking. Speaking. Oh, we even got a PDF. They have it open for the public right here. Very useful. I can get this link if you want, right? And this is where we're at here. Fluency, coherence, being able to keep going and demonstrate willingness to produce long terms. Coherence may be lost at times as a result of hesitation, repetition, or self-correction. So, am I still understanding what you're saying? Uses a range of discord markers, collectives, and cohesion features, though not always appropriately. So you're connecting your ideas, and sometimes there's mistakes, but overall fairly well. Resource sufficient to discuss topics at length. You're using the right words. Again, this is all fancy talk to saying you're using the right words for the right topic. Vocabulary use may be inappropriate, but meaning is clear. Sometimes vocabulary used, like, yes, I understand what you're saying, but maybe you could have used a better word. That's it. It's generally able to paraphrase successfully. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop there. Paraphrase. Paraphrase. Could somebody paraphrase? What can you paraphrase for me? Paraphrase your entire day for me. What did you do today? Paraphrase it in one sentence. You know, probably a lot of stuff happened to you today. Paraphrase your day in one sentence. Are you able to do that? Nguyen, can you paraphrase your day for us in one sentence? Just one.
Okay, can you say the question again?
Could you paraphrase your day in one sentence?
One word only?
One sentence. Not one word. Wow, that's like a ultimate paraphrase. You can try. That's fun. Maybe that's easier. But try to give us a sentence, and then we can find the key word within your sentence.
My day is normal and funny.
My day was normal and funny. All right, so that's yeah, it probably was normal and funny. It's maybe you could say my day was completely ordinary. Nothing major happened, but there were funny moments. There. Common and funny. Excellent. Being able to paraphrase successfully. Nailed it. Thank you, Nguyen. Produces mixed, short, and complex sentences and forms structured with limited flexibility. Though errors frequently occur in complex structures, these rarely impede communication. Meaning you're making complex sentences and you might make a grammatic error, but again, it's not disrupting the flow of the conversation and communication. Uses a range of phonological features, but control is variable. Maybe you lose control on how to pronounce a certain word. Chunking is generally appropriate, but rhythm may be affected by lack of stress and timing. This comes with listening, listen to English speakers. Do any of you like audiobooks? English audiobooks? I did a big S there.
Yeah.
Audiobooks. Yeah, great, excellent. I hope you can, especially some speakers there, you just pop them in your ears, relax, and just listen to the story. I hope maybe you can just escape reality. Escape reality and immerse yourself in an audiobook. It's really good for your pronunciation. Right, so this is it here. Let me send you this. If you don't have it, now you do. There. You can have a look at this, and even you can go up even higher to 10 and 9. Even better. Sorry, I got a bit of a sore throat today. I'm not sure why. It's beautiful weather. Cool and sunny. And the air was quite fresh. I don't think there wasn't too much pollution today, which I'm very thankful for. All right, let's keep going here. And then it'll be your turn to talk. I know I'm talking lots. I hope I'm not boring you, but this is important. Having said that, if a candidate started talking about their day at a seaside or answered the question, all right, so I'm not going to read this all. All it means is stay on topic. You have flexibility in answering these questions, but they still must be on topic. Make up 3 stories based loosely on the past. Try this. In the past, maybe it was a picture. Oh, sorry there. One moment. I'm back. All right, so let's try this. In the past, well, I'm not much of an art lover, but when I come to think of it, in the past, I had my favorite picture book. Did you have a favorite picture book when you were a child? What was a book you read when you were a child that had pictures in it? It's art. I know mine is Green Eggs and Ham. Yes, the really fun storybook for kids and with a lot of silly pictures and funny rhymes. The next we have it at the moment, I'm into fashion as art, right? Fashion. I know a lot of the girls like fashion. Maybe for the boys, it's memes. Maybe memes are your favorite art. Do you guys like memes? Of course you do. Any funny ones? There's usually Lord of the Ring memes. My friends will send me some good ones. But yes, memes you can talk about. Maybe it's spray paint. Maybe it's music, art. At the moment, I like that. And then maybe in the future, the Mona Lisa. What art do you want to see in the future? I think maybe it's the Statue of David. Maybe it's architecture, the Eiffel Tower. That is also considered art. Let's go through here. In the past, present. If you need an introduction, so I'd like to tell you the 3 pieces of art that I like. Right? Something like that. I'm not gonna. This is some other. That's a different one. But let's try this question. Can you have a look at this for a minute, and then would you be confident enough to try to answer this question? I hope you've been thinking about it while we've been talking, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to prepare, and then I want to hear from you. Remembering the indicators, the descriptors we were talking about, as well as the PPF technique. All right, so I'm going to give you 1 minute, everybody, and then we're going to spin to win. So let's get started. I'm going to turn this off here, and 1 minute, everybody. Have a look at this question. You were working on your question a little bit. Now let's hear from you. Remembering once again, the IELTS descriptors to be your guide. We just need to focus on 7 and 6, really. And also the PPF model. So who wants to go first? Or that's a silly question because we have a wheel to go. I'm going to spin it. I'm not going to add. Oh, I think somebody added. Yes, B-Ling. Welcome, B-Ling. Now we don't have to. Maybe we'll let her listen first and then we'll add her to the wheel. I think that's fair. All right, so let's spin, everyone. We have Nguyen Tom, Lam, Hiep, and Pak Zuong. Let's spin. Oh, yes. Very good. Zuong, Pak Zuong, are you here?
Yes.
Excellent. Good evening. And did you have some time to look at the question? This right here. Remembering what we went over. When you're ready, please go ahead. And if you want, if you're feeling really confident, you could even turn your video on for us. Would you be able to do that? Yeah, go right ahead. This is safe zone, and I want you speaking like Hermione. So when you're ready, please begin. Talk about a piece of art you like. Let me get my pen and paper so I can just take down some notes. If anything stands out for me, I will write it down. And Baksuang, talk about a piece of art you like. Remembering the PP. Yeah, go ahead.
In the past, I didn't pay much attention to art. I thought it was something hard to understand. However, when I was at school, I learned about the Starry Night by Van Gogh. I was fascinated by the colors and the way the stars seemed to move. It was different from anything painting I had seen before. Recently, I really enjoy art, especially paintings. I often look at art online or visit local galleries when I have free time. The Starry Night is still one of my favorites because of its vibrant colors and how it makes me feel peaceful, yet a little sad at the same time. In the future, I want to visit the Museum of Modern Art in New York to see the painting in person. I also hope to learn more about art and maybe even try painting myself as a hobby.
And maybe, okay, well, first off, where's the reaction? Is there reactions? Oh, react there. Oh, there. Hand clap. Ah, fabulous. Yes, it's maybe I'd even try art as a hobby. How it makes you feel. Fantastic. Did you notice, everyone, how she just naturally, very calmly hit all those points? Talking of the past, how you started? Well, in the past, I didn't know much about art, but then, however, right, great linking word, coordinating conjunction, she mentions Starry Night. And what is even, her speaking went full circle. She mentions Starry Night at the end. Oh, in the future, she wants to go to the New York Modern Art Museum and see Starry Night in person. Fabulous. Have you done this question before?
Yes, I practiced with my IELTS teacher.
You practiced this teacher with your old teacher?
No, just one.
Just once. Oh, wow. Well, you just did incredible job. Like, that is over Like that's a 7.5 answer. You know, I'm so impressed. So fabulous. Let's spin the wheel. You set the bench really high. Ooh, could you turn your video on? Can you wave and say hi to all of us? You don't need to speak and have it on, but just wave. So we can see you. If you don't feel comfortable of doing that, you don't have to. Obviously not. But it just brings us together. So let's keep going. Thank you again, Zhuang. Incredible. Can we have one more spin? And then I'm gonna add you Ling and Chi. Okay, so it's Zhuang again. Okay, Zhuang, so out of these three boys, who do you want to hear from? You get to choose now. You get the power. Who do you want? Do you want to hear from Ngui and Tom, Lam, or Hia?
I think let the mentor choose.
Mentor. Can you choose mentor?
Đăng Khương Đinh. Yeah, she is a mentor.
All right, I will. Oh well. Let's go with you. I think you need to go. I think you volunteered yourself. That's maybe the mentors. They're in university. Maybe they're studying while they're listening. That's go ahead, Nguyen. Please.
No, let's choose, not me.
Okay, let's spin again. I think that's the point of the wheel. Let's spin again. Wow, you're really lucky today. Okay, one more time. Okay, you're Lam. Okay, you can take a sigh of relief. Okay, Lam, go ahead. And are you able to turn your camera on for us?
Yes.
Okay, great. No, it's
okay.
Great. Hi, Lam. Excellent. And can you? Oh, the question is here. Please go ahead. Talk about a piece of art you like.
Okay, I am not a person who like art that much, but there is a painting by Van Gogh that called Sunflowers that I really love. I think I first saw it in a book when I was a kid, maybe in elementary school. Those really bright yellow flowers were pretty memorable. I know the Van Gogh, the artist. He did a few versions of these paintings when he was living in the south of France. They are about sunflowers in a vase. And the thing that stand out is how thick the paint is. It gives the flowers a lot of texture. I think
Good.
the yellow color is also really vibrant, which makes the paintings feel really cheerful and full of life. I guess I like it because it's simple, but also very impressive. And in the future, I would actually like to see one of the real sunflowers paintings in a museum, maybe in the Netherlands, in Europe or in France. I think seeing the actual painting and how uh, can give me a better feel of the painting and the um, and and the and the feeling of Van Gogh. Yeah.
Terrific. I think if I saw it in live, I would have a better feeling or a deeper understanding about the painting itself and the artist Van Gogh who painted it. Terrific, yes. And when you're ending, remember stress, the indicators, right? If it's very common to say "and yeah" at the end, but there's no need for it.
Okay.
Yeah, just smile. Remember the performance. You're putting on a show. Smile. And even Van Gogh the painter. And just give a little nod to indicate you're finished. And that's because that is also a part of the communication. And excellent descriptions, wasn't it, everybody? When you were describing the thick texture, the vibrant colors, simple yet expressive. That you really painted a picture about the picture in my mind. So no pun intended. Fabulous. So we have two Van Gogh fans too. Do you guys know each other? Zuong, Lam? Did you go to the same elementary school? Probably not.
Yeah.
What city? Are you in Hanoi right now, Lam?
Yes, I live in Hanoi now.
Okay, excellent. And Zuong, do you live in Hanoi?
No, I'm living in Haizuong.
Haizuong. All right. Haizuong province. All right. So you probably didn't go to the same elementary, but I think it is very wonderful that you're both inspired by Van Gogh paintings. All right, let's Ling and Chi. Welcome. Can I add you to the picture? Yeah, something. And Chi be Chi. Okay. Good. I think it's Chum. Also Chum. I think your friend's color Chum. We can put that there.
You should remove Baekjeong and Long.
Bakzoom and Lam. Oh, but we're gonna spin again later on with their names. How about this? How about we have Nguyen? Your turn, Nguyen. let's hear from you. Let's hear it from you, and then we'll go to our next question. Because the point of this exercise is that you can do this to any question. If you have a difficult one like this, great, but we want to do it to any other question. So let's hear from you. Nguyen, can you turn your video on too? Show us the moneymaker.
I'm not concerned.
So that's I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yes. That's all right. So yeah, when you're ready, talk about a piece of art you like to say. And everybody listen to him, see where he's doing well, write down what you can take notes. Yes, and all right. Talk about a piece of art you like. Go ahead, Zuan. Or sorry, Nguyen. Tom.
I am a big fan of Van Gogh. But
Van Gogh. Okay.
Long and Young also was a Van Gogh picture, and I choose another one. I will say that if Vietnamese traditional picture of Vietnamese people is named Mouse, like Mouse Wedding. It's one of the most famous paintings from the village in Bắc Ninh province in the north of Vietnam. The first time I tried to watch this picture when I had a trip going to Bắc Ninh with my family. We had learned about the traditional Vietnamese culture, many beautiful artwork, but this picture really stands out of me. They have many colors, funny, meaningful. They mix together at the same time. The pictures show me everything about the mouse and the wedding. Some mouse are like a playing musical, and others people like fish, bird, or cat. It's really funny, and this picture use natural color, such as red, yellow, many colors I don't remember, and it also is painted by hand on the special people in that province, BUČI. And what the thing I like the most about is the way people draw, but to tell the story about that is a traditional thing in people in Vietnam actually too, and because it's a really old picture, but when I see it the first time, I feel very interested at this and want to discover more about the picture in BUČI. So when I go home, I read and have dream that I think in the future, I think BUČI and every province in Vietnam need to improve this traditional painting, because that it can help like a tourist growing, and the people who are interested at this kind of job can know and discover more and try to copy like that. That's all.
Perfect. Wonderful. And right, you brought it past, present, future. I think the word promote, I think every province should promote their traditional artwork. This cultural practice. When you promote something, you are showing it and encouraging other people to enjoy it. There's music, musical, right? Watch your nouns and your adjectives, right? Musical is an adjective. Music and traditional music, right? You would need a noun there. Also, are you able to tell what's the name of the painting? I want to see this painting. I want to see this painting. Can you write it for us?
I like when I see this picture and I do not have too much time to take a photo on it.
Okay, oh, that's fine, but do you know the name? I'll look it up. I want to see it. Does anybody here know the painting he's talking about?
Okay, let me try.
Because this is interesting. This is what speaking English is all about. Sharing ideas. If you can find the name of it, because I want to look at this picture with the class. Does anybody know the painting he's referring to?
Yeah. Let me share to everyone.
Yes, please. Because I heard it's a mouse's wedding and the cats are there and the beasts and the right. It sounded quite fascinating indeed.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, great. Oh.
So
Okay.
like, mouse wedding.
Lovely. Yes. Okay. Ooh. So so is the mouse in the tent, that must be the bride, the white mouse.
Yeah.
And then there's like who's the groom? Is it the mouse on the horse? Is he the groom?
Yeah, it's not great. I think people in that they are like try like a dream, or maybe they just draw for the story. I think that.
Right, sure. Yeah, because well, definitely weddings are a very important part of Vietnamese culture. And then the the mice and the cat, maybe there's symbolism. Maybe it means something. That's wonderful. Has anybody else saw this picture before? It's my first time, so I think brilliant. Yeah, and I wonder what the cat is. A cat like a king? I definitely don't want
Yeah,
a cat at a mouse wedding, right? Like that seems kind of scary. Like maybe maybe the cat is like the Chinese. Like a long time ago wasn't like like the Mandarin. I read books about the Mandarin about like how like like the Ha Chung sisters.
yeah,
Habak Habak Chung, right? There's like and they were fighting the Chinese, right? Maybe this was during the time. Like I don't know. I'm just putting ideas out there, but
yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, thanks for sharing. That is great. And let's let's move on, guys. I'm so happy with what you're doing there. And let's not stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Describe a piece of advice you recently received. Again, in the past, don't be a flake. That's a good one. Do you know this idiom? Don't be a flake. Don't don't be a flake. Does anybody know this one? What, what does this mean? Lon, have you heard this idiom before? Bakzung, have you heard this idiom before? Baoling, Baochi, have you heard this idiom before? It's good when your friend flakes on you. You don't want you don't want flaky friends. You don't want flaky friends, that's for sure. Very simply, if someone flakes, it means they say they're going to be there. They say they're going to be somewhere, and then they don't show up. They make an excuse and they say, "Oh, I can't be there." Flakes. Yes. So don't be flake. Sometimes stuff happens. Sometimes there's accidents, but yes, it's really no shows. So that's some good advice for me. Don't be a flake. Um, Anybody comment there? We have at the moment Facebook advice. There's like, yeah, how to utilize Facebook, or even this was a while ago, but now from now it's maybe TikTok advice. Uh, I don't know anything about TikTok, but I do know that it's an important social media platform. So maybe at the moment, my friend gave me some TikTok advice of how to shoot a good TikTok video. And maybe in the future, raising children, how to properly raise children.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's you guys probably aren't thinking about this. You but maybe for you it'd be advice about what maybe in the future, what advice would you want to get? Maybe about how to perform well in university. Maybe it's what Driver's license. Right? There's many ways you can think about these questions. All right, so let's try this one, guys. I want I'll get this here. Again, following the PPP model. Oh, sorry, not the PPP, the PPF model. Piece of advice you recently received. I'm going to give you some time there. We got the wheel. We're going to stick by the wheel. And here, if it lands on you, you can try to type. Try to type your answer. And I always appreciate it when you turn on your videos as well. But of course, if you don't want to, you don't have to. We totally respect that. So everybody, let's look at a new question. Describe a piece of advice you recently received. In the past, in the present, in the future. Tell 3 stories to us. All right, looking forward to it. Gonna have a sip of water. Back in a minute. All right, and we're back. Describe a piece of advice you recently received. Should we bring out the wheel? Bilang. Bilang. Are you ready?
You not share screen.
I'm not sharing the screen.
Yeah.
Oh. Was I sharing the screen before? I thought I was. Okay, well. Respin? Or Bilang, Baoling, are you ready to give this answer? No, maybe she's not ready. That's okay. It can kind of be nerve-wracking. It can make you nervous. speaking in front of a group of new people. All right, let's spin again. I think that's fair. Now everybody can see. Oh, look who it is. Tom. Mm-hmm.
No.
A piece of advice.
iPhone.
You think?
Oh my
Did you
God.
get it ready? Do we need to ask someone else? Do we need a little bit more time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You just went. We support that. Right? Yep. Did you type your answer? Could you type your answer for us?
Oh, teacher.
Yes.
I just think a little. So
Okay, yeah. You don't need to talk long. Just give us what you have. That's fine. I just want to see the PPF. That's our focus of our lesson right now. Being able to take us past, present, future within a story that you're telling. Mm-hmm.
So the advice I think is the most is my older sister. Just 2 days ago, when happened when it happened when I was so stressed about my exam next 2 days, and I studying a lot and feel like that I can understand all the things the teacher taught me, teach me in the school. In the evening, when I sit on my desk, I was sitting with my sister, and I talked to her all the story, and she gave me some helpful advice. That for example, she told me not to focus too much about the phone, the TV, everything, and she told me need to stay calm and take a small step every day. She also said that stressing out would only make everything worse, and she also gave me some solution is take a break, sleep well after the hard working day. The last thing she told me is trust myself more. It helps you more motivation and energy when you have to do the exam or everything else is difficult. So I'm really excited about the advice because it came in the right time and helped me change and improve my mindset. It made me realize that the mental health is very important for studying. And nowadays, tomorrow is my exam, and when I think about the advice my sister gave me, and I feel like that I will have more energy and more intelligence to do.
Thank you, Nguyen. Again, remember your past tense. The advice my sister gave me really helpful. She told me, but the advice she gave you was Right? Keep focused. The details, very, very important in that. Or forget about the phone and the TV. Stay calm. Stressing out will not help the situation. Trust in yourself and take times to find the solution. Terrific. The next day, I'm excited to try this out. Tomorrow is my test. And that is a great way to bring it to the future, everybody. Tomorrow, or even a week from now, I'll be writing my test. And I'm excited to put the advice my sister gave me to use. Terrific. Right? Just remember your past tense for gave and give. Fantastic. Anybody else have any comments for Nguyen? Tom?
It's true.
No, I think
I don't have any question.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
Does anybody else want to try a volunteer? Pak Zuong, are you ready? We want to hear from you again.
Hey.
Hi there. All right, describe a piece of advice you recently received. Are you confident to put your camera on, Zuong?
No, I don't.
Okay, then that's fine. That is just fine. Go right ahead. Please describe a piece of advice you recently received.
Well, in the past, I used to study for long hours without resting, especially when exams were coming. I thought that studying more meant better results, but I often feel tired and stressed, and sometimes I couldn't concentrate well. Currently, my mom gave me a very useful piece of advice. She told me to balance study and rest. She says, don't push yourself too hard. Take care of your health first. She also told me to sleep early, eat healthy food, and take short breaks when I study. I listened to her and started changing my routine, and now I feel more relaxed and can study better. Later on, I think I will continue to follow her advice. It helped me stay healthy and do better in school. I also hope to give this advice to my friends or younger people because I believe it's simple but very helpful.
I think it's simple but very helpful, right? And for you, I think, right, we actually need to go to, let's go to 8. Paraphrase. Can you see this? Am I still sharing? I hope so. Can sustain appropriate rhythm. So right at the end, that's what it meant there. Because when you said the last sentence you said was an excellent, perfect sentence, but to get an 8 in or an 8.5 with your pronunciation, right? I want to know that that was the last sentence. How you said it, the rhythm of your sentence kind of left me thinking that there was a little bit more, that you were going to say more. Does that make sense, Zuong? So when you're finally finishing your answer, right, have with the rhythm of your speaking, the stress and the intonation, let us know that you are finishing. And right, and it could even be this is, and even you're embarking on the 9. there, but I think this is it where you can just finish later on. Did everybody catch that for her? The future. She got the advice. Currently, the advice my mother gave me. What was the advice she gave? Was anybody listening? Lam, what was the advice her mother gave her? Were you paying attention?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
All right. I want you to listen to each other, but thanks for your honesty. BUＱI, did you hear what she said? What was the advice that her mother gave her? BUＱI. Balance, study, and rest. And finally, she hit it out of the park with grammatical range and saying, I also hope to share this advice to my friends to help them. Again, fabulous work. Your grammar and your vocabulary were on par for you. The next step, Zhuang, is, right, the rhythm. Sustain your appropriate rhythm and flexible stress intonation, along with long utterances. Don't be afraid to pause. It's what you call a dramatic pause. I have a problem with my, okay, no problem, BUQI. I'm glad you can hear us, and that's what matters. So there, is there a mic? Where's the mic icon? Oh, there. Ding ding ding. There we go. So not a problem, but I'm glad you're here. And you can type too, girls. So if I ask you a question, you can also type to answer. All right. So you don't have to speak, but yes. Oh, Zhuang, you're back. Zhuang, does that make sense about the rhythm? Do you understand what I'm saying about the rhythm of your speaking and when to indicate and to stress your words, taking the dramatic pause and using intonation that carries on your speaking? Like, think of this. When you're asking a question, the intonation goes up. How are you doing today? Today. Would you like to go out with me? What is your favorite color? Right? It's questions in English usually always end on the uptone. We don't have English speakers don't have tones like the Vietnamese do, right? You're like I love it. One day I'm going to speak it the huyen, the dot. But you can still hear within speaking the tones of the person you're listening to. So exercise that. And that's my advice to you, and you're gonna get definitely on your way to an 8.5. So keep that right up. For reference, everybody, have a look at this on your own time, please. I'm just gonna, can I star this? How do I pin? Oh yeah, I pinned it. Good. There. Lam, your turn. Let's hear it. Talk about a piece of advice. Ooh, art. We're not on art. Talk about a piece of advice you recently received. Are you there, Long?
Yes.
Okay, good. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. And and if you want to know a good idiom, everybody, if someone asks you if you're ready, instead of saying yes, I want you to say, I was born ready. Lam, are you ready?
Yes, I was born ready.
Yeah, it's such a good. If you said that to an English speaker, they will love it. I was born ready. Okay. Anyways, please go ahead. Describe a piece of advice you recently received.
Okay. Recently I was feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the things I had to do, like schoolwork, some extracurricular activities, and I am I was just trying to hang out with my friends. I was I was talking to my older sister about it, and she gave me some really useful advice. She told me that don't try to multitask too much, focus on one thing at a time. She explained that when you try to do several things at once, you don't really do any of them well, and you will end up feeling even more stressed. She suggested me making a list and tracking tasks one by one, giving each task my full attention before moving to the next. She said it is more efficient in the long run and less mentally draining. Um, I am trying to use this advice now, and I think uh, it is helping me feel a bit more focused. I plan to keep doing this in the future when I had a lot of things to do.
Terrific. Now, what word can we replace thing with? That's one of those words where whenever, like, in normal conversations, we use thing a lot. English speakers get lazy and they say, can you grab that thing and put it next to that other thing? Right? And it's funny, and people do that. But in your case, for showing off, I'm gonna use this in the future. I plan to use this when I have more things. What word can you replace thing with in the context of your sentence, Lam?
I think task would be
Yeah, what would it be? What word can you replace thing with?
I think it's task.
Oh, sorry. Tasks. Yes, tasks. Yeah, good. Yeah, not one task, but many tasks. Yes, tasks, objectives, right? You could say, I plan to use this advice, um, given by my sister in the future challenges to come. Right? I plan to use this advice, this wholehearted, this wisdom that my sister gave me in the trials ahead. Trials that trials is like tests of life. But if you want to something like tasks, I like the word objectives. Employers, ooh, can I say when I have a lot of my, yes, absolutely. You can say when I have a lot on my plate, the objectives there. Right, so that's it. We have, yes, when I have a lot of my plate, meaning very busy. You have a lot of important procedures that you're dealing with. Another one, no, pronunciation, pretty good, right? Remember your rhythm as well, right? And that, again, that will happen. The best for you guys, for both you and Zuong and Lam and Zuong and Nguyen too, is just the more you speak, the better you're gonna get at it. You're at a point where you're just right. Positive display of features, band 6, both but not all of positive features of band 8, right? That's, and I'm very generous in my grading. It would be probably like this: chunking, general, appropriate, some use of full intonation and stress, but this is not sustained. I want more intonation. Hear how I said that? More intonation. and this will come in time. And but terrific. Any questions for Lam? Any comments for Lam here? She here? Oh, yeah. Excellent. Good. I'm gonna do any memes we could put. No, just I think that's pretty good there. Can I add one? Oh, yeah, that's cool. It's a high five. Ding. Okay, I like that. Let's carry on. Oh, Chi, or I know Chi doesn't have a microphone. Ling, do you have a microphone? Would you like to try to give your answer so we could listen to you? Bao Ling? Or even Hiep, if you want to type your answer, you can. I hope this is useful. In my speaking class, I just want, I will call her. Okay, good. My son is playing with scissors.
I'm not playing with scissors. I'm getting the coffee out of the sticky coffee out of my table.
Okay, well, I think you can probably use this instead of this. Don't you guys think? Yeah, just get some water on it and wipe it.
It's your Sean.
Oh, pardon?
It's a member in the family. He's a member.
Yeah. That's my son. That's my son. His name is Maxwell. Max, yeah. So he's 6 years old, and he's gonna be, he's studying here. Yeah, he's studying French right now, and so
which school he is studying school in Vietnam or another country?
Yeah, in Vietnam. So next year he's going to Chu Van An.
Oh, okay.
Chu Van An, yeah, we're putting him in there. He's studying French right now, but we're gonna put him in the Chu Van An school. So he's obviously. Hello, you say hello. Yeah, we're still learning, son. Yeah, so yeah, you do some work though, but he's just yeah, you go do that, and let's continue with our yeah, he's very, very active, and he would have been at school last year, but his birthday is right on the cutoff day. Do you know right? I'm sure you understand it. the rules are if you're at a certain, he was born January 6th. So we wanted him to start grade 1 this year, but they wouldn't let him. And that's okay. You gotta respect the rules. Oh, she's oh, okay, BUＱI. She said she's quite shy to share. Again, we respect that, but you know that all the people here just want to support her, and there's nothing to be shy about. But we also, again, this is a safe space, and we respect that. So if you guys want to write something and then share it with us, you can. Same with you, Hieb. But if not, let's move on to the next ones. Right to here. You got one more. No. I think, where was it? Describe a trip that you went on that didn't go as planned. This is kind of fun. Describe a trip that you went on that didn't go as planned. Cool. Then, yeah, exactly. Cool. Then, is that fighting?
Yeah.
Okay, fighting, and then, but like not fighting, but like it's like determination. Like, can you explain what does colon mean? To be honest, I
Like,
people told me fighting, but like, what does it mean exactly?
Call it like never give up
Never
and
give.
to try to improve. Yeah.
That's it. Never give up. All right. Thank you. Because like some Vietnamese friends and students, they told me, "Oh, it's fighting. Like keep fighting." It was like, okay, well, good, but you know, like fighting could mean something else. Like you're fighting with somebody, but no, you're fighting the challenge. You're not giving up. That is it. Thank you for the encouragement, Nguyen. And all right. Let's go with. Let's look at this picture, or this question. Sorry, not a picture. Describe a trip that you went on that didn't go as planned. Well, throughout my life, I've been fortunate enough to go on many different trips. But when these trips happen, sometimes not everything goes as planned. And you know what they say, no one plans to fail. They just fail to plan. And I think what happened with me is that, oh, is this your last lesson? I think so. I think it is my last lesson. But yeah, if you we can keep in contact. I like, especially if you're going to be a VNUIS student next semester. You'll definitely see me around. I always work with the first year students, and if you're in the Bell program, possibly I'll work with you there. And I think some of you, like the Bell program is ngồi ngu ang. It's a great program. I suggest, but maybe you want to do finance or accounting. But anyways, you can take my number. Just add me on Zalo. You can take my number, add me on Zalo, and just remind me just by, hi teacher, this is Nguyen, or hi, this is Lam. You can always reach out to me because you know, and if I don't get back to you right away, just understand that I think there's a lot of classes, a lot of students, but still, I'm happy to help. This is why I'm here. This is like it's yeah, it's something that you never turn off. Once a teacher, always a teacher, right? So I'm happy still to connect with you. Okay, we got Eng2, welcome Eng2. Can you hear us? Or Tu-ang, maybe it's some MS Teams, they always switch the names, so it's kind of confusing. But what do you think of this? This one here. Traveling idioms. Stone's throw. Maybe a stone's throw away. You know that one? A short distance. All right, well, here, let's work on this. I want to hear from you guys again. But we can also, if you want to do this for homework, you can as well, and we can go on to something else. There's in the city, I have a lot of different stuff for us. I just need to find the right one because I don't want to teach the same material over to anybody. Let's go on. But there's also a question that no, it's all about art. It should be neighbor. Describe a neighbor. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, one is hiding. Anyways, let's we don't have too much time left. So let's go over this one. Describe a trip that you went on that didn't go as planned. So maybe we can think of something like a car broke down, or it rained, or somebody flaked out on you, or maybe somebody you got a stomach ache. Oh, that's terrible. When you're traveling and you have a stomach ache and you need to use the washroom, oh, that can be the worst. So let's do this last question together. Part 2 here. And let's think. Okay, again, Bao Ling, Bao Chi, if you want to type or if you're feeling confident enough, we would love to hear from you. So no worry there. And otherwise, let's do this last question together. Working on your intonation, focusing in on the PPF, and of course, answering the question. Okay, we have 1 minute. Let's do this. Again, drink some water. All right, there we are. Are you ready? Here, I think, here is MIA. Anybody know MIA? Missing in action.
He's told he's late because competition.
Oh, he's in a competition?
Tomorrow.
Oh, he's in a competition tomorrow. All right. Well, that's just fine. What competition is he doing?
I also have a competition tomorrow.
Ooh, what is it? Is it in this course? Is it in this seminar? Oh, it's a test.
Like
He's
a survey contest
Oh, it's a test. Okay.
in high school because we are the grade 12. So many exams. Too much.
Oh, okay. So of course, it's final exams. So yeah, you must be working hard.
Before I have a test.
Pardon? Oh, you all have tests. All right. Well, thank you then. You're still here with me in the night before you have final exams or the week before you have final exams. So I salute you guys. And yes, I think it must mean tests. Everybody has tests right now. Zuong, do you have tests? Are you in final tests right now this week?
No.
No, you don't. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's good. I'm glad to hear it. And Ling Chi. Okay, well,